Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Susan, and thank you for tuning in to the Allegheny Health Network Nightly Sports Call. 412-575-2600 is the number if you want to get online right now and give me a call. We're talking about the Steelers. We're going to be talking about the Pirates and the season over for those guys after losing another one to the best team in baseball, the LA Dodgers, who look unstoppable. Gene Collier is my co-host tonight, so he'll be there talking Buccos and Steelers, and there's a position battle right now over at Steelers, and we didn't think there would be. But Ross Cockrell hasn't lived up to expectations, or does he even? Are there even expectations? Gene Collier, Cody Sensabaugh is opening some eyes at camp, and he's been impressive at times, and he's done some good stuff against second-teamers in the preseason, but you know they want to upgrade that position. I don't know if Cody Sensabaugh is the guy to do it, but maybe he is. He's been in the league for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, he was a decent acquisition for them. I don't know if he's really pushed the issue as much as Ross has made it a necessity with his performance in the second exhibition game. You know, he really looked, he was just burned twice by really a marginal player. And that opened some eyes, I think, on the Steeler coaching staff. And you know, now we got a battle for that position. I don't think it's a battle that they wanted to have.
No, I thought pretty much everything was set for the Steelers. I think everyone did, except for maybe that nickel spot and what they were going to do right there. But, you know, maybe this Deshaun Phillips acquisition, he's going to get a shot. But, you know, these guys could get cut, too. That's the guy that they traded for yesterday from Washington. They basically gave up nothing to get him.
Right.
So he has some experience. But I'm anxious to see, especially this game, because this is the closest that resembles a regular season game, right?
Well, it's the only one where Ben and AB play, so to that extent it does, but really none of these games have much resemblance to an actual game.
Yeah, they do some game planning in this game, but not too much, and I think they just want to get the preseason over and get ready for that game in Cleveland, and it looks like there's good news for Landry Jones. He's going to get some playing time this week. He's been practicing the last couple days, so I don't think we really have to worry about a backup quarterback for the Steelers.
No, I mean, Landry had a lot of time off there with that stomach muscle pull. I guess that's what it was. But yeah, there's great relief in the Steelers coaches that he's back.
Yeah, and we can put to rest all the opinions of trying to sign Colin Kaepernick out there. That's not going to happen. I don't know if he will get signed by an NFL team. And it was very interesting what LaShawn McCoy had to say today, the former Pitt star, who's now a big, huge star with the Bills. And he basically said, he talked to the media, he was open about it. He said, hey, Kaepernick is not good enough to cause this kind of distraction with the team. Do you buy that, Gene? He said, and they asked him about Michael Vick, kind of similar situations. They both were kind of distractions. And he said, well, Michael Vick was worth it. He's 10 times the player Colin Kaepernick will ever be.
Yeah, well, I disagree with that 100%. When the Steelers signed Michael Vick, he was nowhere near the player that Colin Kaepernick is. And I still insist that if the Steelers went into Cleveland without Ben and without Landry Jones, they would have to sign somebody. They would not start Dobbs in that game. They would sign a backup, and Colin Kaepernick would be a good one.
Hey, he's the best one out there, and you might have to think about that if, say, Ben gets hurt like he did last year in Week 3, some fluky injury. You're going to have to bring a guy in here, and he's capable of winning games. I don't know if that'll cause any problems. There might be protests like we talked about, but yeah, it's about winning in the NFL. Gene, how do you think this all went down? And that's kind of what I was trying to, Josh and I were talking about this yesterday. Do you think, teams don't get in a room and say, hey, we're not signing this guy. It just, they're all on the same page where they don't want a distraction, right?
Well, you can put up with a lot if you have, a player that is really key to winning and losing. You might not want to do it for a backup quarterback. I think, Shady McCoy has a point to that extent.
Yeah, he said, hey, it's different. If this was Tom Brady we're talking about, or Odell Beckham, guys like that, you're going to deal with the distraction. But, he kind of bashed Kaepernick today and didn't think that, I think he said half the teams he wouldn't even make the roster. So
I don't think he's right about that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. He's better than a lot of, you're talking about third stringers. He's better than most third stringers. He's probably better than most backups.
He's better than
he's better than, I would say 30% of the starters, maybe more.
I don't know. Jacksonville would love to have him. The Jets would love to have him.
Cleveland,
probably.
I mean, we
sure.
can name a lot of teams. All right, we're taking your phone calls tonight, 412-575-2600. Get on the Bordas and Bordas hotline right now, or you can always tweet me at Richie Walsh. Back in a couple minutes.